What does a properly planned retirement income withdrawal strategy include? First, pin your real annual income need. Start with the actual number that you expect to spend in retirement, line by line, rather than just a percentage of your old salary. Because as rule of thumb, based on your paycheck, has nothing to do with how you're actually going to live. Next, map your accounts by tax treatment. Sort everything you have into 3 buckets, which is going to be taxable, like your brokerage accounts, tax-deferred, these are your traditional 401ks or IRAs, and tax-free, which is going to be your Roths. Because the mix, not just the total, drives every later decision. 2 retirees with the same balance but opposite tax mixes are going to follow very different optimal strategies, which is exactly why the taxable first rule fails so many people. Then you're going to set your Social Security timing because it's going to anchor the rest. When you claim shapes how much guaranteed income you have, how much of your other withdrawals get taxed, and how much room you have for conversions in your 60s. Decide timing early since it's the hinge the whole plan swings on rather than the afterthought that you're just going to bolt on at the end. Project when those required withdrawals hit and how large they're going to be. Estimate your traditional balances forward to RMD age and see just how big that forced taxable withdrawal will become so that you're not ambushed late in retirement when you have the least flexibility to absorb them. Large traditional balances that felt maybe like a win during your career are exactly what create the problem here. Then we're going to find your Roth conversion window. We're going to identify what are the low income years after work ends, but before Social Security and those RMDs begin. That gap is often the cheapest tax environment that you're ever going to have, and generally the best time to move money out of tax-deferred accounts. Then we're going to look at protecting against bad market starts, structuring your income so that an early crash can't force you to sell investments at the bottom. A simple income reserve separate from your growth or investments is what's going to keep a downturn from doing permanent harm. Then we're going to test the plan against bad sequences. Model how the plan holds up if you retired into a rough stretch like 2000 or 2008, not just an average year, because no one retires into an average. Then I want you to revisit it annually as markets, tax law, and your own needs change, since a spending down plan is a living thing, not a one-time calculation.